Greetings. I got my monetization reinstated on this channel. It got reinstated very quickly because it was demonetized only because of an algorithmic triggering. And once I sent an appeal video and humans looked at it, it got approved within a matter of a few hours. They say give us 14 days for a response, but in this case I got a response in much less than 1 day. It goes to show that algorithmic methods are useful, but are not always perfect when making a final decision, so fine, I got remonetized. Now for those who are facing a similar situation, I am going to share my appeal video because it worked. And if you have a similar demonetization, maybe this video gives you some pointers about how to make your own appeal video. But remember, I was not violating any aspect of the YouTube partner program in terms of videos having copyright strikes and things like that. I had no restrictions on anything. If you have a significant number of restrictions, then you're not quite in the same category. So now we go to my appeal video, which will be the remainder of this video. Greetings, my name is Kartik Gada, and this channel carries my name as well. This is my video to request reassessment of the YouTube demonetization decision, and the following are my reasons. One, the demonetization decision seems like it was very algorithmic. It did not have human oversight because I have done over 360 videos over the last 3 years, and as you can see here, none of those individual videos have any restriction or any types of copyright strike or anything like that. All of my actively published videos that are of a public nature have no such restrictions on them at all. So it seemed that the algorithm found maybe 10 videos that were 60% of the way towards some level of restriction. However, that is still not enough to trigger a demonetization because no individual video has anything other than no restrictions, again, as you can see over here. Secondly, what might have triggered this is that one of my recent videos was about Star Trek and Star Trek futurism, and that video used a small amount of clips from actual Star Trek episodes. However, this was much less than even 5% of the total video length. These were few-second clips that were very relevant to the subject being discussed, which is how Star Trek predictions turned out. And those videos themselves also have no restriction. But I think that could be what triggered it because one of those videos got a lot of views, and it seems that the algorithm might have been crawling through that on some level. Now, another thing I do on this channel is that I've written a lot of articles and books in the past, and a lot of viewers like for me, the author, to read my own articles or books in my own voice to create effectively a read-along video in my channel. This could have been what triggered the algorithm on some level, but that is still me reading my own material. There's no copyright violation because I am the author and I'm reading it out in my own voice to create a video book or audio book, however you look at that. So that cannot possibly be a copyright situation, and those videos are only read-alongs of text that is on the screen. However, that is what those publications are in their original form, text, and all are written by me. It's still my own original content. So that could be one of the other things that triggered it. The reason given for demonetization was reused content, and I just am not able to find out which ones exactly caused that type of triggering of the algorithm to recommend demonetization. If I could learn which videos are contributing to the problem, I can unpublish those or put those as monetization off or something like that, but I just don't know because, as I mentioned already, none of my videos actually have any restrictions or strikes on them. It's just that some number of videos are maybe part of the way there, and therefore the sum total of that is what is triggering this type of demonetization decision. That's why I request human evaluation. Another thing I do on my channel is in terms of these playlists, I have one that's called Data University, and it is one that has a lot of educational value based on innovations that I have created and my knowledge of how people learn. So what this is just me in an audio sense describing a graph or chart, some of which were made by me, many of which, however, are charts from other sources, and just narrating how the chart is to be interpreted. And the reason this is an important educational tool is because of the shuffle feature. Not knowing which video is going to be next expands the mind of the viewer to make their intake of learning much higher. So this is a valuable learning tool, and it becomes more valuable as I add more videos. So each video is merely a link in the chain or a building block, but the totality of this playlist as a learning tool is much more than the sum of its parts, and I contend that it increases the intelligence of people who spend time watching this playlist in a shuffle format by a lot. But it does not have video of me speaking to the camera because that is not the format that is intended here. My channel is of an educational nature, a lot of education about finance, technology, economics, history, and many other sciences as well. So because it's an educational channel, that's another reason I urge you to keep the monetization active on this channel while I continue to produce these types of videos. So I look forward to your response, and if you were to just tell me what types of videos are contributing to the problem, I'm happy to unpublish those and create different videos that are closer to compliance. Again, as I've said, I received no warning or no other indications. Therefore, I'm left to guess what caused demonetization, and I would like more insight into that so I can modify the type of output that I put on this channel. As you can see, the most recent video on this channel is in fact a 2-hour interview with another person, so obviously completely original content, and due to the long length of that video, it has a lot of viewership hours as well. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing from you.